Oh, it's so great that you could come and visit me today too. And I thought it could be good to sit outside, even though I think right now the sun is fine. It's still morning, you know.
Yeah, it's a very lovely morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want some tea?
Yeah, for sure.
Here we go. Oh, it's so great. I just finished I succeeded in making a really good yoga morning routine recently, and it works so well for me. It's really great to have that in the morning, and it kind of kicks me off for the day, you know. So really happy that it works out well, and with the kids, they're still asleep, and I can kind of have my time there. What about you? Do you also?
Yeah, I do have a morning routine because I really believe that if you have something to kickstart your day, it's always good rather than just jumping into your day. Yeah. I have like quite a good fitness routine too, but I'm not very much into yoga because I really like when it is more energetic and I feel like I have workout. And on the contrary, when I do that, it just doesn't take all my energy, but it just boosts my day. So I have started CrossFit for a while since last year. Yeah, so
that's a good way to start the morning.
Yeah, so in the morning I have like at least a 30 to 45 minutes. We call it HIIT workout, where it really goes like full of. You need to go fast. Yeah. So after that, I feel really better, and I really have a lot of energy to go through my day, be it on the weekend or during work days. Yeah.
A great way to start the day.
Yeah.
But that's I can really feel the difference when I'm like exercising. But it's not only exercise. There's a lot more to, you know, this whole talk about mindfulness and how you kind of be present in what you're doing and you know, charge and not be too much in the past all the time or in the future thinking about what to do next and next. It's really a lot more than just exercise, even though that's really important also for, you know, to keep down the stress.
Yes.
What are the ways that you try to stay present? Because, you know, the thoughts can always kind of run away with you. Yeah. You also have a lot to do during the day, I know.
Exactly. And it's very hard when you are in a creative job or you are a creative person in general. It's really hard to control the mind because you're always like, you're very visual. So everything that you see, you just pick it and then you just get ideas over ideas. And to be able to perform better in my work, I need to always try to narrow this idea to something concrete, or else you just turn around and you don't create anything. And to be able to do that, I have like different techniques. The first one would be to do short workshop. Here in Bali, there is a lot of them. Sometimes I do pottery, sometimes I do like printings and all this, because it's like through the workshop, you have someone who is guiding you and you have an idea and they will guide you through until you finish it. And it helped me to just narrow all my vision and all the imagination that I have. And the second is definitely journaling. I write everything that comes to my mind all the time, so that the idea are there, but I don't have to develop them right straight away. I know I have got this idea and I note it down somewhere and I can use it for later on.
And is that specific times of the day?
Yeah, it's most of the time in the morning.
Oh, so also a part of your morning routine.
Exactly.
That's great.
It's part of my morning routine. So I wake up very early. I do my exercising, but I prefer to do the journaling when I'm still in bed, because I don't know if it is for you the same. As soon as I wake up, I start having thoughts in my mind. Like I kickstart my day with like, oh my God, I could have done a dress like this, or I saw this there, and it just come into my mind, and I just start noting it. My notebook is most of the time next to my bed. Yeah. So I keep writing it, and then I wake up, and then I go through my working out, and then breakfast, of course, and then I start my day from there.
Oh, it's like you wake up with a lot of thoughts and to kind of get them down on paper, and then you can start again.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great way.
Yeah.
I also do some knitting. I really like to do knitting. when I have the time, you know, when the kids are doing something and I have a little bit of me time,
Yes.
then I'm not very good at it, but just sitting and, you know, I'm still struggling a bit with it, but just have the focus on, I'm really not thinking about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know, that's a way where I can kind of be in the moment and not worry about what happened there and how will it be with the kids, if something or another thing, and, you know, what should I do tomorrow? How should I plan something? When I'm sitting with that, I'm just focused on, you know, the recipe and how should I do this? And I really enjoy it. And then with a cup of tea, and it's great.
Knitting is one of the things that I have tried, but it's hard. And that's what is good about it, because then you're so focused in the moment that you just let your mind like into it. It's not like you are just around like worrying, like you were saying, about everything.
And it's becoming something. You can see how it's developing into looking like,
and the satisfaction of finishing, even if it is just a piece of square, but you know that you have put your time and energy into it, and you're happy after that. Yeah,
exactly. It's the same with puzzles. I also like to do, you know, the puzzles with like 1,000 or 2,000 pieces. It's really great. You know, the sorting it out in colors and finding the edge first, and it's slowly looking like something.
Yeah, that's a nice way to be with yourself, in fact.
Yeah. Theva, I really like the idea of that you talk about with the journaling you do in the morning. Can you, how do you plan it or structure it? Do you just have a book and just write down all your thoughts, or is it?
There is like, I have two different ways of doing it. It depends really. On the weekend I put more time into it, because then my morning are longer also. But during the week I have like a few questions that I want to ask myself sometimes before starting my day. I kind of like, even if it is a lot of thoughts about my work or my personal life, or even like what are the different ideas that I want to create, I structure it in a way that what was the problem that I had yesterday, and what can I do today about this problem. If I have got ideas already while waking up, I just note it down. But just a simple fact of noting it down make it really happen during the day, because it's here in my mind that yesterday I had this kind of problem. Let's say, for example, I had an issue with a supplier, and then the next morning I wake up, I'm like, oh, maybe I should solve it this way. Just the fact of writing it down helped me to go through the day in a more structured way, because I have it behind my mind that I need to do that. For my design idea, I would usually use images sometimes, or just a simple drawing, and then write a few notes next to it so that it is there. But I structure it in a way like, what was wrong yesterday, how can I make it better, and what will I do better in this kind of situation again.
Oh, so that's great.
Yeah.
So you can also use it to kind of go back and
see. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's also good that at the end of the month, sometimes we reach, like you're saying, go back through it to see that if there was problem that was not solvable, that if I can now work on that. It's also a way to build ourselves and grow from mistakes or from good things that we have done.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. I think it's really important to build up these daily routines. Yes. I know that it might work better for some people than for others. They want it to be more flexible. But to have some kind of, if you are struggling with keeping the focus and getting stressed, and it's really good idea to kind of build that routine, so you kind of bring yourself back into your body, or how to explain it, and to stay on track with the routines, and don't cheat, but like keep them every day, so they become a habit.
Exactly. It should not be a forced habit. You need to really feel you're comfortable into doing that. That's why it sometimes might be different for you. What are the questions that you're asking yourself on a daily basis? It might be different that you don't want to write. You just want to draw something. it might be something different for each person, because we are all individuals and we have to deal with different things in different way. So I think it's a very good way to do that in the morning, because it gets rid of a lot of thoughts in your mind.
Yeah, and don't start, and you don't have to start too big, to put in too much, but start slowly and build on your routines.
Yeah.
That is a nice talk this morning.
Yeah, it is. It is very important to sometimes like take a few steps back and sit down and have like this kind of chat with a friend.
Yeah, because it's so important for how you function in your daily life. If it's with family, or if it's work, or just function with yourself, kind of. It's a very important talk. But it was great that you shared all this. Thank you very much for sharing all that, Theva. That was very valuable. And for all of you who has been watching, maybe if some of you have some really good ideas for routines or want to share your daily routines, it could be so great to hear it.
Yeah, it would be amazing to hear how, if you're doing journaling or any other morning routine, we will be happy to hear that. Just drop us a comment on this video.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it was great.
It's also getting warmer.